Hey my friends, Sam here with my boy Zach, my helper Zach, and today we are talking about pressure. And so the blood pressure in most bodies is somewhere around 120 millimeters of mercury, systolic anyway. That's the peak pressure. Some people have higher, some people have lower, but 120. You can convert 120 to be 160 centimeters of water. So the pressure at the bottom of this, from the top there, is about 160 centimeters of water. That's similar to blood pressure. And so the question that I'm asking right now of my boy Zach is, can he stop blood pressure with his finger? Now, the diameter of this tubing, it is flexible. The diameter of this tubing is about maybe a brachial artery. So it would be harder for him to stop a femoral artery. But anyway, we're just gonna see what it feels like and how long it takes to lose a liter of water, because I probably have only about 5 liters of blood in me. I think you have less than that.
No.
You have less than that, yeah.
Because I'm small.
Because you're smaller, that's right. So let's run the test, and you're gonna get soaked. So move out of the way.
Oh.
When, all right. So take off one clip. One clip. Take that off, and then this is the coup de grace. Go ahead and take that clip off. And then I want to see if you can stop the water flow. Can you stop? He can stop the water flow with just his finger. My boy Zach is only 6 years old, and he has...
No, 6.5.
6.5. All right, now let's see how fast you can lose a liter. Now take it off. All right, there it is. It's draining.
Look, some of that actually got on me.
That's okay. You're going to be all right. So now try to stop it again. See if you can stop it again. All right, so you can see how it sprays to the sides, and that's what accounts for sort of when people say, oh, we've got a pumper, that's what's going on. When you put your finger on there, it'll spray to the sides, and you get a little bit more of a spout.
I was doing this on purpose.
But you're doing a good job. You're stopping it just with your finger. All right, now let it go, and let's see how fast we lose a liter. All right, and I am just letting it go as fast as it can go.
I just can't get the best option.
All right, here. Yeah, well, a tourniquet would just stop it like that. And that's a great thing if it will stop. But if this was calcified, then that's not going to work.
This stuff's coming out.
It's still, you're right, it's still coming out. You have to completely stop it.
It's all the leftover stuff.
Well, there's still pressure. There's still... All right, now let it all go. And it's done. So that's how fast you can lose a liter. I don't have time to run to my car to get some bleeding control device, but I do have a digit. Just put it right there.
It stays with you. You can't take it off.
Stop it. Yeah, you can't. Your digit is always on you.
I got one thing.
What? What's your one thing? He's gonna get his medical kit.
I want to tell him one flaw of medical kits.
Oh, let's see it. All right.
There's one
Zach's
flaw.
got something to say.
You can't put your finger on it unless you're taking it out. That's one thing.
You went to get your medical kit to tell us that. Oh, thank you for that. Holy smokes.
I know, that's what you do.
Thank you. You can press stop. All right. Hey, my friend Sam here with my boy Zach, and I have to admit, I am curious if he has the strength with just his digit to stop water pressure that is 160 centimeters high.
Okay.
And that's similar to 120 millimeters of mercury. So if you have a femoral artery bleeding, what's the right thing? Do you run to your trunk and come back with a tourniquet, or do you put your digit right in that bleeding and try to get it to stop? Direct pressure. I love direct pressure. So this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna flip this column over, and we're gonna see how fast he can get it to stop, and then we're also gonna see how fast you can run out of a liter of water. All right. He wants to do this badly. Ready?
Yeah.
I'm gonna flip it, and then you put your...
Yeah, I'm just gonna stay back.
I know, you're really nervous.
Like, I'm not nervous. I don't want to get wet immediately.
Okay, come in here, get in the...
All right.
All right.
Let's just turn it upside down.
3, 2, 1, let's do it.
Okay.
Get in there. Stop it. Oh, look, it's you. You stopped it with your finger. Just with your finger. All right, now how fast?
My finger's stuck.
That's pretty good.
My finger's stuck.
Okay, Now,
my finger's stuck.
keep that finger in there.
It's stuck.
Or if you let go, it's all gonna come out. Let go. Let go really
It's
fast.
stuck. We just like sort of.
All right, that's it. So,
Yeah.
if you're bleeding a lot, get a digit or gauze or something right in the spot of bleeding.
Dada.
Again, I'll do this third video without my boy Zach helping out. So during residency, I remember learning about traction splints, and the impression I had was, you know, it takes a ton of force to make somebody feel better, but it's only about 5 to 15 pounds. At the time, though, the devices give that impression. They're steel, heavy duty, very heavy. And so my first prototypes for the Slishman traction splint were, 5 pounds and 8 to 1 mechanical advantage. You could rip a limb right off. It's a similar path for me with bleeding control. So I remember in residency, medics would come in and say, we've got a pumper, meaning there's blood flying all over the room, and it's, this is a high pressure system. We need a tourniquet. We need some kind of mechanism because this person's bleeding out. And so you have an impression that blood pressure is very high when it's actually not that high. 120 millimeters of mercury is roughly 163 centimeters of water. It's 2.3 psi. It's not that much. So direct pressure will stop the vast majority of bleeding. And the issue is volume. So with a femoral artery laceration, it just goes very fast. So you got to get pressure to that spot, and sometimes it's deep in. So that's why people talk more about tourniquets in that setting. But if you have, the radial artery is right here. You sever that radial artery, it's only about the size of this. And this is incompressible tubing. So if I put a tourniquet on that, that's not going to work. However, if I open it up, like you can just see how fast that's pouring out. This is 160 centimeters long. That's the pressure. Doesn't matter how much fluid is up there, that's the pressure. I will definitely be able to stop bleeding from a radial artery with direct pressure. So that's why I am a direct pressure advocate. Hope that helps. Bye.
Bobby doodle, hoo,
Thank you,
hoo,
Zach.
woo,
Thank you.
woo.